You? What you doing here? Haven't you done enough? You're the reason Elspeth is dead now. If you hadn't pried into Volca business, she'd still be here. You brought back the matron's totem. We hoped it would stay lost forever, but now the doors are open again and Elspeth's worst fears have come true. No. Frigg had chosen Elspeth's mother as her successor, but then Frigg disappeared and Elspeth's mother fell ill. Everyone feared that even if the totem was found, we'd be left without a matron. On her deathbed, Elspeth's mother named Elspeth as her successor. She never wanted it. But you don't refuse your dying mother, do you? We thought the tribe would eventually move on, find new ways to worship Mather, and leave this madness behind. But then you showed up. You don't know? They didn't tell you? Being the matron is torment. It only ends in death. When a matron undergoes initiation, it's said she becomes a living vessel for Mather's wrath. It's like drinking that cursed potion. Your veins burn and your mind screams for blood. Our matrons spend their days isolated, barely holding back the berserker madness that threatens to consume them. They rely on calming herbs, meditation, whatever they can, but they need an iron will to endure. Elspeth wasn't like that. She wore her heart on her sleeve. She loved people. She loved the mountains. She wasn't meant to spend her days alone in a dark room, hovering on the brink of madness. And bring down the wrath of the entire tribe on us both? After everything that's happened in Volca, do you really think they'd calmly accept her saying no? They wouldn't care about our plans for the future. Plans that don't involve Elspeth being stuck in the temple forever. To them, it's an honour. This entire tribe is worthless. They all see themselves as Mather's chosen, yet they act like sheep who can't survive without a herding dog. I wanted to. I would have become nameless and lived among the non-reader, anything to stay together. But Elspeth, she couldn't. She said she couldn't break the promise she made to her mother. And what about her promises to me? How were they any different? A broken word is a broken word, whether it's to me, to you, or to Mather herself. She didn't want to live without honour. But she died without it anyway, and I couldn't stop her. I couldn't do anything. Yeah, me too. Now you see why we don't like outsiders prying into our business. Here, Elspeth left this letter for you. I found it among her things. She must have written it when word got out that you were looking for Frigg. Take it and go. There's nothing left for you here.
by her own hand, rather than serve as matron. How could she do this? We needed her. The tribe needed her. And now what are we supposed to do? The tribe cannot survive without a matron, but I cannot force anyone to take the mantle. We've seen what can happen. Find us a matron stranger. Someone willing. Someone with strength. I can't ask them myself. They will obey. Find us a matron stranger, and I will attend the moot. That's a promise of the Volkir. Yes. Yes. What in the blazes are you talking about? How are we supposed to move forward without one? I know the matron's role isn't easy. And Frigg showed us just how ungrateful we've been for their sacrifices. But the women were always willing. They saw it as an honor. Elspeth's case was different. And it's not like she ever complained. How was I supposed to know her mother pressured her to agree? They know enough, yes. It's a heavy sacrifice. But we don't force anyone into it blindly. Elspeth was an outlier. Her mother pushed her into it. And Elspeth made the mistake of building a life she couldn't sacrifice. But she still knew what would happen when the totem was found. There is no Volkir without mother, and no mother without a matron. Careful. You're inching dangerously close to blasphemy. You've helped us, but my patience has limits. You went into the temple? That's forbidden. Only a matron is allowed in the inner sanctum. I am listening. What I'm hearing is madness. Our tribe is supposed to be Mother's chosen, with her wrath flowing through us. What you're saying makes us exactly what Camelot has called us for centuries. Barbarians. Drinking the blood of our enemies? How does that make us better than the beasts? Maybe so. I'll admit our pride has been our downfall. But what's better? To believe she's abandoned us? Or to accept she was never there at all? And all our suffering was for nothing? I don't. It's just... I don't even know what to think anymore. The Camelosians call us savages, and the rest of the Dalrita think we're madmen. And now, it feels like they were right. Should we change, or should we accept that this is who we are? And then there's the moot. Without the Berserker's rage, what do we even have to offer? Oh, he's never going to let me forget this. I know. I've had my suspicions for a long time. Even before everything with Frigg. There were never that many of us. And the madness people claimed we suffered from. It's true. It's taken more of us than I'd like to admit. But without it, we're no one. Our tribe might as well be nameless. I know. I only hope he doesn't gloat too much when I come begging. But you're right. This could be a new start for us. Let everyone see our fury one more time. Thank you. I'll bring this to the rest of the tribe. And then, we'll see. And I remember my promise. I will attend the moot. We'll see what comes of it. I'd gladly see Camelot crushed. But not if it cost us what little we have left. And I suppose we'll finally put Bride's potion to the test. It's not sacred anymore. Maybe it's time we stopped dying for it and started sharing it. Bride will be delighted. Smuggler arsehole. Nobody gets on my nerves quite like he does.
Off with your strike. I'll take a look at what I've got. Yes? Who have you managed to convince? Could it be that the Volker have uncovered the truth about Mother? Unbelievable. Of all the tribes, I thought the Volker would be the least likely to show. Take these pieces of the king's armor, once guarded by the Volker. A gift in return for the help you gave him. May they serve you well in the king's threat.
Not another step. You. Who are you? And why do you think you belong here? Not here, you don't. Ulfraland ain't for outsiders. Not unless the voice of the tribe says otherwise. Trust me, I wouldn't let you in if you were King Arthur himself. Especially not him. He'd have a sword up his ass before he took a step past this gate. Seal looks real enough. Fine. Go on in. But don't cause trouble. We don't take kindly to outsiders sticking their noses where they shouldn't.
Hey, you! Gefon sent you, didn't he? To summon us for the moot. Just because we live up in the mountains doesn't mean we don't know what's happening in the wider world. Well, that works out perfectly. My father's been looking for someone for outside the tribes to help him with... something. That's all I know. He didn't tell me much, but he sounded really serious. He told me to bring the first person I came across. His name is Strana. Please, go meet him at his forge. You can't miss it.
Egil sent you, did he? I'm Stroner, a blacksmith. What brings you to our village? That kind of order should go straight to Thrygvi, though I doubt he'd be eager to leave his throne. Until a new chieftain is chosen, Thrygvi won't attend the moot. Thrygvi always dreamed of surpassing mortal strength, of becoming as mighty as the giants. He became obsessed with the lone pillar near our village. The Ulfar might not be known for their writing, but we have our legends. Thrygvi found out the pillar was a place where giants entrusted their souls to the foredwellers, whatever that means. So we had a throne forged into the pillar and sat on it during a weird night. What happened after that changed everything for our tribe. I wouldn't call it madness. Thrygvi stopped being human. He grew to a monstrous size and gained unimaginable strength. He became something other. After that, human concerns no longer mattered to him. Yet he's still Ulfar, bound by our customs and rules. It might not mean much to an outsider, but trust me, it's a very dangerous situation. We tried. The moment we declared a new chieftain, Thrygvi appeared out of nowhere and killed the contender with a single blow. Then, like nothing had happened, he returned to his slumber. After that, the Ulfar began worshipping him like a god. Hard to believe, considering our disdain for magic and religion, isn't it? Yet, here we are. Don't be surprised if you hear them singing his praises or fawn. They're terrified of his power, although none of them will admit it. The only way to remove an Ulfr chieftain is through an honourable duel, but there's no honour in fighting something like him. Perhaps my mentor Darvan knows how to defeat him. He won't tell me. He says he's afraid I'd try to face Thrygvi myself, and honestly, he's probably right. If I knew how to bring him down, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But Darvan thinks if our plans were discovered, I wouldn't live to see another day. He's probably right about that too. My brothers have grown unpredictable. Are you mad? Thrygvi is practically a demigod. No mortal can defeat him. If that's what you've decided, though I still think it's a terrible idea, you have my permission to challenge Thrygvi to a duel. I'll stay close by, just in case you fail.